Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And please feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any questions about this video or any other video that I have posted in the past. It's easier for me to answer you through email with a more thorough answer. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And today I'm going to demonstrate a technique which I call it combinatorial stir frying, which means that you cook many different ingredients for a particular stir fry dish separately and then combine them toward the end. I have some sausage here. It was given to me by a friend of mine. It is a deer sausage, but it has pork in it as well. And I decided I'm going to use this sausage actually to cook a traditional noodle dish. So first thing I want to do is that I want to fry this sausage to the texture that I think is suitable. And so in this way, I have better control of the texture of this sausage. Now this method is particularly useful when you have ingredients that have very different characteristics. Now if you cook them all together, the flavor will blend with each other. And the end result, you are not able to really experience the individual flavor. Now this sausage is actually has a very unique flavor. So I decided it might be interesting to cook them in advance and then combine it together with this dish. In addition, I'm also going to fry some shrimp. I've just used the oil come from the sausage to fry the shrimp. As you can see, I coat the shrimp first with cornstarch as well as with my basic seasoning mix to make the shrimp has better umami flavor. As you can see here, the sausage produces quite a bit of extra oil, and the shrimp able to absorb them readily. This will give the shrimp better flavor as well. Now I'm going to pick up the shrimp and set them aside. This is a nice part of this combinatorial cooking with stir frying because everything can be cooked very quickly. So next I'm going to cook the vegetable portion of this dish. This is a baby broccoli. I really like this baby broccoli because it has a significant amount of the vegetable comes in the stem. And the stem is really delicious. And cooking this dish is relatively quick. Again, I did not add any extra oil. In fact, the oil that comes from the sausage is enough even to cook this baby broccoli. Next, I add some purple cabbage. The purple cabbage serves an important role. It enhances the color of the dish, but it also gives very nice flavor. Now at this point, the broccoli, because of the floret, tend to absorb a lot of oil. So I add some additional oil to the wok to make sure that I do not burn the food ingredients. Cooking the vegetable portion of the dish is very straightforward because I already have all the vegetables in my advanced prepping. This is one great advantage. Because you have all these ingredients you can pick from, so you don't have to worry about what kind of ingredients that you have to get started with. I already have some purple cabbage on hand. So next I add some water. As you can see, I generate a lot of steam. I'm going to steam the vegetable to the texture that I want. I'm going to season the vegetable very lightly first with some teriyaki sauce. I can season the dish in any way that I want. But most of the time, I just go by instinct. I feel that the baby broccoli will go well with teriyaki sauce, so does the purple cabbage. I want to create a light sauce for this dish, so I add some water to the wok. The water will actually also help remove whatever sauce that might have stuck and burned to the bottom surface of the wok. This will return the flavor back to the dish. Next, I'm going to add some mushroom to the dish. Again, the mushroom is already in my advanced prepping, so it's very easy to find the mushroom and just add to it. Advanced prepping truly is the driving force for most of my cooking. Because with advanced prepping, I really do not have to worry about what ingredients that I should choose from. A lot of time, just by seeing the advanced prepping in my refrigerator provide me with the inspiration to create a vegetable medley such as this with minimum amount of effort. And this is truly make home cooking more spontaneous and as well as more intuitive. Now the part which is important is to create a flavor that I like. A lot of time I'm not sure exactly what the flavor I want to achieve, but the best thing I find for me to do is to keep testing the flavor of the dish, because different ingredient combination could lead to different type of flavor. So at this point I add a little bit more oyster sauce to the dish, because I decided that I want to add a little bit more umami flavor to the dish. As I'm mixing the dish, I decided I would like to make more of a sauce, so I add a little bit more water. And as you can see, after I add the water, I use the wok spatula to scrape off anything that might stick to the bottom of the wok. The water comes almost like a steam, and it's a great way to clean the wok. The last step is that I further add a little bit more soy sauce to make the dish more salty. As you can see that with flavor chasing, basically I'm continually adjust the flavor of the dish to achieve what I want. It is important to remember that when you do stir frying, in fact any type of cooking, the flavor will continue to change as you cook, because the ingredients will provide flavor to the dish. And so by constantly adjusting, you have much better chance to find the flavor that you want. And this flavor chasing idea is something that I find it extremely useful. And ultimately, this is how you're going to become your own very best cook, because you will create exactly the flavor how you like it. Now I'm ready to do the final part of this dish, which I have some sweet potato noodles. I first add a little bit soy sauce, and I add a touch of oyster sauce, and I'm going to round it out with some hoisin sauce. The combination of these three sauces really forms the foundation of most of my cooking. They create the type of flavor that I really enjoy, but quite often I will vary the ratio and to create exactly the flavor how I like it. To make the dish more savory, I'm going to add some of my basic seasoning mix. The basic seasoning mix is relatively light in terms of salt, but it has great umami flavor due to the mushroom extract. So with the basic seasoning, you can make the dish more savory. I have this seasoning mix available on Amazon, which you can get it and give it a try. And you can also take a look at this video and to find out what the components are actually present in this seasoning mix. And if you would like, you can get the components and create your own individual mix. So in this part of the dish, I create a lo mein with the flavor which I have just added to it. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm combine the dish together. First by putting all the vegetables that I have stir fry over the sweet potato noodles. Now since I have cooked the sweet potato noodles several days ago and I've stored it in the refrigerator, so before I start to use the sweet potato noodles to combine all the ingredients together, I microwave the sweet potato noodles for about 30 to 45 seconds just to warm it up. I don't want to cook it too much. And then I add the stir-fry vegetable that I cooked earlier over them. And next, I add the sausage and the shrimp over the vegetables. So at this point, I basically construct a dish with three different dishes. Basically, I have a lo mein, which is a sweet potato noodles at the bottom. And then I have a stir-fry vegetable with baby broccoli, purple cabbage, and mushroom in the middle. And then I have the shrimp as well as the sausage over right on the top. Now, however, I want to make this dish even more interesting by frying some eggs. Part of the reason I fry the eggs because it was requested by my wife, and she said she would like to have some fried eggs. And this is a very popular approach in this type of dish, is to fry the egg put right over the vegetable. And the egg provide very interesting flavor contrast, and it makes the culinary experience far more interesting. This dish is essentially 5 different dishes cooked and combined toward at the end, and everything was done in the wok. And the total cook time of this dish is only about 12 minutes. And I cook this dish without any recipes, use just my template-based cooking. And by combining with the other attributes of my fast cooking system, which is flavor chasing advanced prepping, and stir frying are able to cook this exactly the way, the flavor that I want, and it's also very efficient. I post a video each day to demonstrate to you how you can make home cooking as part of your daily routine, as I am doing every day using my fast cooking system. If you'd like to learn more about the fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.